Hello, everybody.
And Your Honor, this is Mr. Matthews, Napoleon Matthews, 7Z05690013 on for review. The court started to address earlier this week issues with his EHM, and then the court set the servers to give us an opportunity to review the allegations that he had tampered with the device. I think there was a number of other allegations too that he had not met with Mr. Janet. He has a pending case out of Federal Way that would potentially be a violation. My understanding from Mr. Matthews is that he's denying that he did anything to tamper with the unit. Explain the different ways that units can be tampered with, such as socks and things placed underneath. And he says he never did such a thing. He also denies leaving his apartment complex when the agency indicated that there were times when it was outside of its range. He admits that he did not meet with Mr. Janet after that March hearing. It sounds like because he was on house arrest, he believed that he wasn't supposed to go anywhere and didn't go see Mr. Janet or contact Mr. Janet.
Until I was done with the EHS, that's what I was.
And he indicated that he believed he had completed all of his electronic home monitoring. As far as the Federal Way case, it's denied. It sounds like he's held on that case currently on bail $7,500, but he has court on the 23rd.
So are you seeking an evidentiary hearing on the EHM violations?
I don't dispute what's reported in the what they're reporting. And I don't, I mean, that because I guess I don't, I could see the person coming in and testifying it's exactly what is on those reports, and I don't dispute that that's what those reports show. He's just denying that he did anything to tamper with the device. So
Yeah, I completed it. I'm done. Everything's all done.
And so if the court wants, I guess I believe that the court could likely proceed on that information. I don't think we need someone from the stay-at-home to come in and testify as to what those reports show. We're not disputing that that's what those reports show. I think we're just disputing that that's what he did.
Got it. What is the city's position?
Given the age and the history of the case, as the city stated yesterday, the multiple EHM and SCRAM violations, failure to report to probation, failure to peer review. Mr. Arnott, please correct me if I'm wrong. Do we not have proof of compliance or successful completion of the alcohol and drug treatment? I didn't see that.
I believe it stopped when he went on to the electronic home monitoring is what he indicated.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the city's recommendation is as yesterday, the balance of the jail, 294 days, and Joe, 6 days credit for time served. At a minimum, city believes, given the nature and number of the EHM SCRAM violations, the defendant should not be given credit for the 60 days of electronic monitoring. At a minimum, should be ordered to serve that 60 days previously imposed in custody. Again, he does have 6 days credit at this point.
All right, just want to look something up.
Mr. Matthews wanted to address the court.
I'm sorry, I just want to look up one thing. And then I do want to hear from you, Mr. Matthews.
Okay.
Okay, so this is what I wanted to show you. This is your electronic home detention order. It specifically says treatment, that's an allowed out. So I have no idea why you decided to stop treatment while you were on electronic home monitoring. That makes no sense to me at all.
2 days.
What is it that you'd like to say, Mr. Matthews?
Well, I want to say that I did complete my time on EHM, everything, my full 60 days, and return the equipment and everything. I don't go about with tampering with the equipment, I mean, I've never tampered with the equipment. I completed all my time, but with the treatment wise, I was thought that was gonna be when I got off of my EHM. So it's probably just a misunderstanding, man.
Mr. Matthews, you basically want to, I hear you saying sort of like everything's a misunderstanding, that you thought you didn't have to report to Mr. Janet. You thought you didn't have to do treatment. I have frankly never seen so many violation reports on one stint on EHM. I can understand, you know,
I see.
one tamper that is a mistake, that, you know, the belt, that it's too loose and it comes loose, you know, it comes out of contact with your skin or something. But
Yeah,
repeated violations, repeated. I've never seen that many violations on one 60-day stint on EHM. And that gives me pause. I can't explain that. Particularly since there's an indication, as I read them, and correct me if I'm wrong, somebody, because I'll confess I'm not expert at reading these, but it appears to me that they're showing consumption.
I'm away from my kids, I'm away from my house, and I've got a whole lot of wills within this month.
And they're for hours at a time. Alcohol was detected during the tamper, yeah. The goal of EHM on Scram is not that you're sitting home drinking. And that's what it appears to me.
No, I've never wanted to use alcohol.
And now we're back here again with an allegation of a new criminal law violation out of Federal Way. And a judge has found probable cause for both of those charges. I'm not going to give you credit for the 60 days you served on electronic home monitoring, as I do not believe that they were without. I believe that you either tampered or consumed or both.
You know, dude. No. You.
So they don't want me to do EHM.
So that was 60, the EHM was 60 days of EHM. Was it in lieu or was that in addition to? I think that was a revocation, right?
Yes, I believe so.
So that was 60 days electronic home monitoring in lieu of jail. So that will be served as jail.
Yes,
Given
60
the-
this
Pardon?
night.
And given the age of this case, I'm revoking an additional 30, so for a total of 90 days, and the case will close upon completion of that. How much credit for time served is there
6 days.
from this booking or from the last one as well? How much credit did he have towards the 60 of jail?
Check and previous ones that were not credited.
2 days. So it's a total of 8 days.
Hmm.
And then on the suspended third, I'm just revoking 8 days with 8 days credit. So once you're done with this time, you are done with CTAC, sir. Thank you.
Dang it, I thought I'd have this done, but I'm having technical difficulties. Hey, not every clip makes it to be a Replay Crew mini video. Not only are you missing out on some really great clips, you're definitely missing out on the greatest chat on YouTube. We have so much fun in the live streams. It's a blast. You're missing out on hilarious bloopers, the PAWFURM, and so much more. We have the greatest subscribers in all of the world. You're one of them. You should come join us. I promise you, it's a blast. We would love to have you there. Much love, all. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you haven't already, and consider becoming a member. You mean so much to me, and I appreciate your support. Thank you. Be safe, be well, sleep sweet, and much love.